Hello, everyone. Yesterday, I made a trip down to the Brookland Lakeview Empowerment Center in West Columbia. It's ran by a Mrs. Cindy Cotton, who is the executive director. Lakeview was a former school. I think it was the black school down in that area, the designated black school in that area. And it was transformed and reformed to what it is now, the Brookland Lakeview Empowerment Center. Mrs. Cotton, again, the executive director, decided to try to come back to her hometown, get involved with trying to purchase the center, from my understanding, and they were successful in purchasing the center. Now, through grants, funding options they received down there, they was able to pull together and save that school. And it's a tremendous facility. They have a lot of programs going on for that community. So yesterday I took a trip down just to want to see if we can bring some of those options here. Some of those activities that they give the seniors, or just community functions that they have. So I wanted to go down and just learn to see what was going on. And yesterday, they actually had a senior food box giveaway, which I think is sponsored by Harvest Hope, which they supply the food for seniors. I think I was informed that it happens every second month. So every other month, they pass out food boxes for the seniors. To be eligible for a food box, of course, you have to live in that county, which I forgot the name of the county, but it's in Columbia. And you have to be, like I said, a resident of that county. You have to sign up for the food box. And once you register and sign up for it, every time it's available or ready to be shipped out, I guess they will inform you and you come by and pick up your box. So yesterday when I got there like 8 in the morning. So all of the volunteers come in between 8 and 10 to receive the boxes. Just so happened the boxes were delivered the day before. But they also have a fresh produce option that they give out to the local community. It doesn't have to be seniors, just anyone in that community that wants fresh produce. They're able to come down and receive whatever produce is shipped out or delivered. So yesterday we came in as volunteers because I wanted to see what was going on. So I jumped in and helped volunteer. As we sat there, the truck came. It's about 8 of us there. Like I say, regular volunteers. While I was down there, I was able to tour the facility again. Again, loved it, especially loving that kitchen. A USDA approved kitchen is something that's very, very beneficial for a community. But being able to help yesterday, when the truck pulled up, we all got together. We had to lay out all the boxes. I think yesterday we set up for 165 people. So we laid out all the boxes for the produce. We got everything set up, waiting on the truck to come. When the truck came, again, we unloaded the truck, which the food came on pallets. Yesterday they had potatoes, lettuce, and collard greens. And the collard greens are packed in ice. So yesterday we had to try to decide how many potatoes, how many collard greens, and how much lettuce goes in each bag. And we also had Gatorade. So they passed out X number of Gatorades out to everyone that came yesterday. That will come for the box. The actual box we delivered and given out today which is Friday, January 12th. Anyway, we go ahead, we get everything lined up. Truck came, we unload it. We start putting the potatoes in the box first. Then we added the collard greens, fresh green, look very good collard greens. And the lettuce that had to go with it, I guess made for salads or what have you. So we filled all the boxes up, got everything pre-made, and they will be delivered or given out today. My understanding the process is, again, the families have to register. Now for the senior boxes, it's only seniors that's registered and qualify for the boxes. And you come in through a certain way around the back. They give you the box and the fresh produce, which again will be done today. 65 people will be served today. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to try to bring that program up here, especially the senior boxes and the fresh produce. So I'm working on that right now as we speak. Again, thank you to Dr. Cotton for all that you do. By the way, Dr. Cotton is part of our group that is our grant manager for the grant we received here at Edgewood. So she's on top of that. She's on top of Brookland, Lakeview. This lady has her hands in a lot of fire, so I really appreciate it. And she invited me down to come and observe yesterday and see if we can do a partnership to bring some of those programs here to Edgewood. So again, I appreciate it. I'm working now trying to bring some of those programs here. Stay tuned to Edgewood TV, and I will keep you updated. Thank you. Now this is for your people in Northeast, you said?
Yeah.
How many folks do you deliver to up that way?
Well, actually, I deliver to my church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in partnership with here?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the produce is delivered today. Harvest Hope sent their stuff yesterday, so this is the process for the fresh produce. Comes in on pallets and is delivered, and volunteers separate them and put them in each individual bag. So this is the process. This is the pre-prep process. Food distribution is tomorrow, but they're setting up the bags and everything now. Got volunteers down here. Get the bags ready. Got these cool logos on the bag. Was told that was part of the advertising. Spreading the word. All right, Mr. Brown, so what time does the giveaway start? Now, today is prep day,
yes,
correct?
Correct.
And tomorrow is the actual giveaway day?
Correct.
Okay. What time are they allowed to come and start receiving food?
Our distribution time is from 9 up to 12.
Okay.
12 noon.
Okay.
We normally start around 8:30 because what we do is if we get here and we see there's a crowd that's waiting, instead of having them, and we were ready to start with the distribution, instead of them having to wait till 9 o'clock, we may start at 8:15, 8:30, because we do have some people actually get here around 7:15, and be waiting for the distribution. Yeah, they get about 2 hours early. So like I said, what we do is we'll start early, as if there is a long wait line.
All right.
Because we want to get the people, in and out as quick as possible.
Quick question. There's 2 or 3 families in a car. How do you determine if it's 2 or 3 families in the car? Like if someone comes up to you.
They show proof ID.
Like 3 separate IDs?
Yes.
Okay. And the IDs they show you have to be on the list that has registered, correct?
Well, that is for the produce, no.
Okay.
That's for the Harvest Hope. I mean, no, for the senior boxes, if there are 3 families, they have to show 3 ID with separate addresses.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Got
Even
you.
also for produce,
Yeah, okay.
what they do, they say we got 2 families.
Okay.
They have to show proof that there are 2 families.
Okay.
And what we have in many cases, someone say, well, I'm picking up for someone else. But we
That was my
won't
next
allow it.
question. That was my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it? Okay, say it again. What happens then?
When they come and say that, we say, well, we're sorry, we can't do that.
Got you.
You have to show proof.
Got you.
And then it's certain instances where we know a person who have been coming, they have shown
Okay.
their ID,
Got you.
and they may bring that person ID, say, but this person is not feeling well today.
Got you.
But they'll use a regular, we know who
Got
they
you.
are.
Okay,
And they
okay.
bring that person identification because we recognize that person had been coming before.
Perfect.
Same thing with the senior box. If they're on the list, if they don't show up, somebody coming for them, they'll bring their ID. And like I said, and that person normally will call
Okay.
and say, someone is picking up, I'm on the list, someone is picking up for me, I'm sending my ID for them to pick up.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
What we have is also boxes that we get from Harvest Hope. They are specified, and they've been made up for those persons that have been diagnosed or they self-identify
Okay.
as diabetics.
So once they register, they have to say I'm diabetic, and then they would get those.
They don't have to tell us.
Okay.
But if they tell us that they are diabetic, as I said before, they self-identify.
Gotcha.
It's not coming through their physician. Or
Okay.
They say, I'm a diabetic.
Okay.
So they can get a diabetic box.
Awesome.
And the items in that box are somewhat different
Okay.
than the items that would be in a senior box.
Okay.
Which would have items that with less sugar.
Gotcha.
Especially maybe more wheat items in them than just carb items. You know,
Gotcha.
That's not good for a diabetic.
Do you have a high number of diabetic requests?
It's growing.
Okay.
At this particular time, I would say maybe almost, I'm going to say 3/4 of our people identified.
Okay.
Others will go out into the community, our Hispanic community, door to door, and let them know what we do and what if they have any needs.
Do you communicate with flyers, or how does the language barrier work? Let's say they don't speak English, and you go to community and knock on the door, and what happens? Like, is there like a flyer you give them in Hispanic?
These are our Hispanic workers,
Got you.
our volunteers,
Gotcha.
and our staff.
Okay, awesome.
So-
That works out very well. Okay, what I wanted to ask you was how does the process work if Hispanics come to you, or maybe some undocumented, illegal, I don't say illegal, but undocumented people? If they needed food, how does that process work? Could they get food from you, or they got to register, or how does that process work?
Well, we don't turn people away,
Okay,
okay? And we would not know that they're illegals.
Okay.
Because we have several different programs that work
okay,
somewhat differently.
okay,
If you are in need and you need food,
Okay.
we're going to give you food.
perfect.
If you are asking for food from a program that says you have to show us your ID, you
Okay.
have to live in a particular area.
Yes.
We have to see documents.
Got you,
But for
okay.
people that are hungry
Mhm.
or they're in emergency situations,
Okay.
we make sure that they eat.
Awesome. Okay. You said something earlier about the seniors. You said you have is there a senior day where they come in and eat and all that stuff? How does that process work?
That's our senior program,
Okay.
and that is different.
Okay.
It's different in this respect.
Okay.
They are qualified to get a Harvest Hope senior box.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
as well as the produce box.
Okay.
But there is a box designated for seniors.
Okay.
That they can get.
Okay.
And again, that is a county specified
Gotcha.
program through Harvest Hope.
And that's bi-monthly.
That is, yes.
Okay. All right. Another quick question. I know you're busy. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
How does the language barrier work with some Hispanics come in? Let's say Hispanics come in, don't speak the language. How does that process work if them trying to explain they need food?
James, you know, we have been blessed. We
Awesome.
really have been blessed because we have Hispanics that have come on board with us
Okay.
as staff.
Okay.
So they help us with that barrier.
Okay.
And we have those that have volunteered
Okay.
from the community to come in with us and help us with that barrier.
That's
So
wonderful.
that's why I say we have been mighty, mighty blessed, because that allows us to reach out to a larger span
Yes.
of people that are in need.
Awesome. All right. Sounds good. Okay.
Staff.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Cool. Okay. Now, how do you qualify to get a box every month? Do you have to contact you guys and fill out some forms, or how does that process work?
You do.
Okay.
But basically we have the same people coming.
Every month.
Just about
But you have to
every month.
register.
You do have to register. We have paperwork that gets filled out.
Okay.
They do have to have their state ID,
Okay.
and once they're on our list,
Okay.
they basically can get it each month.
Okay.
Okay, that's how that goes.
Okay. How long does the vetting take as far as once they sign up, how soon can they get a box? That day, or is it the
That
next
day.
time? That day? Okay.
That day.
Okay. Okay.
And you're talking about the Harvest Hope Box?
Yes.
That's Harvest Hope Box, because Harvest Hope Boxes are for Lexington County
Gotcha.
residents.
Got you.
That's why they have to have that state ID.
Ah.
We need to see that.
Ah.
Okay?
Okay.
And then now our produce boxes, different,
Got you.
Mr. Brown.
The produce boxes basically come in people in need
Got you. Okay.
on that one. So
Okay.
it's not based on age
Okay.
or anything based on need. You do kind of identify the need,
Got you.
and then they'll give a box.
That's the produce
That's
box.
a produce
Got you.
box.
But the food box has got to be Lexington County,
Lexington County.
and you have to be registered.
Yes. And
Okay.
those are identified.
Now,
Yeah.
how does the emergency food stuff work? Like if somebody called and said, "Look, we don't have anything,"
That's brand new
Yeah.
as of this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
so we still trying to figure it out. Pretty much.
Okay. And usually what it is, the emergency,
Go ahead.
the emergency need also, we have a social worker here.
Okay.
And so what it is these people that have emergency need for food
Okay.
are ones who have emergency need for housing.
Gotcha.
So they're working with the social workers. So they actually come to the social worker first.
Okay.
They're trying to get housing.
Gotcha.
She's trying to find, she actually is trying to find housing for the identified location
Gotcha.
for housing. At
Gotcha.
the same time, some of them say, okay, we don't have anything to eat.
Got you.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. James, this is Mr. Brown.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had
Michael Brown,
a
y'all
couple
met
times.
already?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Good,
yeah,
because
and
he had some questions for you.
okay, so yeah, what it was, we were waiting on the truck to make the distribution.
Okay.
And so when the truck come, we have our partners that we share with. One is with Reverend Goss
Okay.
Church, and
Okay.
also the other one is not a partner, but part of the BLEC, and I guess distribution is the Brookland Northeast side.
Okay.
And so when the truck get here, we have to know how much to give our partners,
Okay.
and how much to send over to Brookland Northeast. And so Dr. Cotton, based on, we have a breakdown of the numbers.
Okay.
We get a total and we break that down.
Okay.
And so that's what she was asking. I have a sheet showing who get what.
So define your partners. What does that mean?
I think.
We don't know.
Yeah. Dr.
Okay,
Cotton-
sorry.
That's all it's got to.
Yeah, yeah.
There are other churches in the vicinity.
And that work in the, I guess they church that in the vicinity that work in the community as far as making distribution to the people
Of need.
Yes, people in need.
So if I'm understanding, this is the hub, and people that does the same thing doesn't have
Right
a
now,
hub.
yeah.
So you guys furnish that hub. You guys furnish them.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Awesome. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay.
And I know some of them, not all of them are churches. For instance, we got this partnership with Columbia Housing Authority, Columbia, and just we work with them.
Okay.
And
How about
they-
nonprofit groups?
Yeah, but not. I don't think we really. Yeah, outside of churches,
Okay.
I would say other nonprofit groups like ours.
So you don't do like after school programs and all that, who need food or something like that? Y'all don't do that kind of stuff? Okay.
Outside of I've been back up. There is a nonprofit group that when you mention after the RIDE, community development, they're
Okay.
part of they're part of a church,
Yes.
but they have a nonprofit leg to that.
Got you.
arm to
Got
that
you.
one.
Got you. Got you.
And so we work with the RIDE community development.
Okay.
corporation. So they will be a nonprofit organization that we work with, but it's through the church also.
Is this only the Columbia area?
Lexington and Richland County.
Okay. So somebody wanted to come and be a partner with you. They would have to contact you guys and get vetted, or how does that process work?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Contact us.
Okay.
Get it,
And they depending upon where they're coming through, because
Okay.
for our federal programs,
Mhm.
if they're a church,
Yeah.
we cannot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But for like the farmers,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yes.
Okay, they can be a part of that program.
So federal stuff, churches,
It's
there's a mix. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Can't mix them.
Yes, I got you. What's called church and state or something? Yeah. Yeah, I got you. There's rules to this. I got you. I got you. I got you.
And believe me, we walk the line.
You have to.
We have to.
Yes.
Because it's so important to the people.
Yes, I got you. I got you. I got
We
you.
don't want to lose that.
I got you.
And also, what we have here, we wait also, like Dr. Cotton and I talked to you about it. We have volunteers.
Yes.
That come in and help
Awesome.
the package and everything.
Cool deal. Cool deal.
We use in the sanctuary each Sunday to have our flyers on them to let the people know, and word of mouth, or all of our organizations know, and they help as well. Let me see.
So do you broadcast in the church, and then that way they kind of spread the?
TV,
Okay.
radio,
Oh, okay.
so it's not limited at all.
How long has this process been going on?
How long have I been here? Oh, no, no, seriously, it's been going on for, I would say, the last 3 years at least.
Awesome. Awesome. And so you say it's about 250 giveaway?
That would be a large giveaway. And mostly you're gonna find that, especially around the holidays.
Okay. Okay. And there is a need right now for it, huh?
Yes, there is. And it's not just those that, our giveaways are beginning to branch out, because it's not just those that come these days of distribution. We give emergency food out as well. To those that don't have, they find themselves in a situation and they need food right away.
How does that process work? Do they just call you and let you know they need some food, or how does that
They
process
do.
work? Okay.
They do.
So there's a dedicated number for them to call in case they need food, correct?
We have a social worker,
Oh, okay.
because
Okay.
that normally comes through our social worker.
Oh, this is the cafeteria, right?
Well, we like to look at it as our Bogan Hall, our events hall.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yes, with this having been renovated from the school.
Yes,
of course,
ma'am.
We still have the cafeteria set up.
Okay.
These are our Harvest Hope boxes that come in.
Okay. Now, Harvest Hope, that's the food box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the food is separate. Okay, is everything separated, like with all canned goods being in a box and all whatever will be in a box, and you put them together? Or how does that process work?
No. Harvest Hope boxes come just the way you see them there.
Okay.
And that's the way we had them too.
Oh, okay.
Most people, so we don't have to put those together, they come already together.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, now fresh fruit, fresh produce,
Yes, ma'am.
is different. Some of our farmers put them together and then others don't. For those that don't like, day like today, we will put it together.
Okay.
Bags and boxes, depending on what we have purchased.
Yes, ma'am.
Based upon what we know is coming.
Okay.
What is he here? Okay, let me find out what's going on.
Now, how did you contract the farmers? How does that process work as far as getting fresh produce?
Now, that is normally Mr. Brown's, he can tell you more about that.
Oh, I love this kitchen.
He gets out, our kitchen is assigned.
Now, this is considered a USDA approved or DHEC approved kitchen right here, right? Okay, this is nice.
Yes, this is a production kitchen. We have those that will come in and ask if they can run their business out of this kitchen.
Awesome.
But they can only do it once they had gone through all of the necessities that the state requires. Like safe serve, they have to show that they have certain licenses.
Okay.
You can't come in and do a mom and pop.
I got you. I got you.
So that puts us not in such a good place.
I got you. I got you.
So that's how that's rough. This is where like for our seniors who meet here on Tuesdays, they will prepare their food here, and the seniors are here in this hall.
Okay.
And this is where they eat and they have their games and whatever they're gonna have that day. Sometimes they may have games, they may have plays, they may have a party, they may, depending on what activities that their director has.
Now, how often does that happen? Senior
Right
day.
now, the seniors are only meeting just that one day.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm not late.
You can tell when the person late because they come in.
They don't come in,
Come in telling on themselves.
That's your truck out front, right?
Yes, sir.
And I like, who is it early? I actually got it before anybody.